Okay, well, good afternoon and welcome to the paper. Good afternoon. We are grateful to be here with the lady Jennifer. Jennifer, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Lisa.
Okay, so not to waste your time, we go firstly to our first paper we have here. And this is the New Republic newspaper. The News Republic newspaper. And on the front page, you see it says Kogat Onomani Kong. Kogat Onomani Kong. Newly elected representative. One group joins the fray. And that's why it says here a few footage of a representative one group. And I see here before me, I see Senator Koga. I see Senator Koga right here on the front page. They said Big Mountain provides humanitarian support to flood victims. They back on remedial action to eradicate potential threat to residents of food and Fanti communities in Robertsport City. Big Mountain provides humanitarian support to flood victims. So in Bombay County, where Big Mountain is, that's why the paper says they are providing, humanitarian aid to flood victims. And it also says the government concludes second Kapakulono Town Hall. Kapakulono, that means you can let talk it.
That's better, right?
Yeah, Kapakulono. So government concludes second Kapakulono Town Hall. You can let's talk. Yes, dialogue. Kapakulono is about having dialogue, right, with the people, with the citizens. And we cross over to the back page. The back page it says budget hearings get underway. Budget hearings get underway. And that's if we're talking about the fiscal year 2026. And I see the footage of the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Justin Gafwan right here. So, budget hearing. We're 2026 national budget hearing begins. Right here. Of course, the minister inviting ministries and agencies and commissions. Yes, those requisite agencies, ministries, to start the hearing of the 2026 national budget. Liberian Registry leads Flair State Innovation. Liberian Registry leads Flair State Innovation with 9 approvals in principal award at Justice Milan. Oh yes, that's why it says here Liberian Registry leads Flair State Innovation. Yeah, that's good. And we can follow the story on page 11. And we go down here to see joint security takes just way to cool town. Joint security takes just way. Joint security takes just way to cool town. That's what it says here. CPL Liberian dollars appreciation against US dollars. What's the rate now, Jenna? I think they're something to what's this rate?
161.
Yeah, some places 165,
Yeah,
right? It's not really stable. Yes, yes. So CBL, Liberian dollars appreciating against. It says Liberian dollars appreciating against US dollars. Yes. So massive progress. Yes, Liberian dollars against the US dollars.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So we cross over to Jenna Pessimon, security seated. And Jenna, what's happening for your head?
Yeah, that's the Inquirer newspaper. The leading story on the front page says, "Is Baka's corruption fight selected?" That's a big question mark as ESP's OIC faces LACC investigation on job. We have the photograph of the president, Joseph Yoma Baka, on the front page of the Inquirer newspaper. The next story says, "Monopoly or fair play? Operators alarm over Liberia's petroleum market." Still on the front page of the Inquirer newspaper, it says LDEA launches manhunt for child stealer. Yeah, that's the notorious drug dealer Charles Taylor. He's on the front page of the Inquirer newspaper. Quickly to the back page of the Inquirer newspaper, that goes for only 40 Liberian dollars. You can grab yourself a copy. On the back page, it says 19 years old death sparks tension in Basel as women's demands justice. Wow. We have the photograph of the victim on the back page, the late Martin. Still on the back page of the Inquirer newspaper, it says Liberia commences APRM self-assessments. Still on the back page, it says memorizing the great PNW 3 years in glory, your legacy continues. That does it for the Inquirer newspaper. Over to you.
Okay, that's great. Lady Jenna Pessima right there with the Inquirer, right?
Yes, sir.
Newspaper. So we come right here, the Women Voices on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper. It says, "Is Brian Mangill untouchable?" The paper is asking, "Is Brian Mangill untouchable? He enjoys his freedom amid rape allegation." Brian Mangill is the Deputy Minister for Youth Development who allegedly raped a 14-year-old girl. So the paper is saying that he's moving scot-free and nothing is happening to him. So that's why the paper is asking, "Is Brian Mangill untouchable?" So Jenna, that's it.
That's the
So,
1 million question.
yes. So is he untouchable?
No, he can never be
So
untouchable.
but he enjoys the confidence of the president.
I think
So yeah, the Women Voices here on the front page is Brian Mangill untouchable. He enjoys his freedom amid rape allegation. So he moving scot-free and no arrest has been made. He moving here, there's nothing happening to him. Yes, capital offense, rape, statutory rape, 14-year-old girl. Yes. Deputy Minister for Youth Development involved in alleged rape saga. He allegedly raped 14-year-old girl, but no arrest has been made. He moving scot-free. That's why the Women Voices newspaper is asking, "Is Brian Mangill untouchable?" And it says here, Unity Party suspends 28 members amid allegations of political double standards. Wow. Unity Party suspends 28 members amid allegations of political double standards. So 28 members, of the Unity Party, and has been suspended. They said, well, over allegations of political double standards. And that's the presidential press secretary, Kula Fofana, And I see so many of them are here, and on the front page of the women bosses, and we quickly cross over to the back page where it says right here, the back page says Minister Steve. Oh, yes, yes, Stikwa. This is a Stikwa because we indispensable way. For national project as Mr. Speaker, because we need indispensable way for national progress at Expo 2025. We're talking about that is Japan. So he's the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. Minister Sikwa declares women indispensable way for national progress Expo 2025. And he went on by saying China massive rice gift arrives. China massive rice gift arrives. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced the immediate arrival of the first batch of rice donated to the government of Liberia as food aid. So the first batch, and the first batch weighing about 720 metric tons, which is amounted to 14,000. That's 14,400 bags of rice. On the class today, SUP protests amid ban on student politics. So the University of Liberia has reinforced the 2024 decision to ban all student political activities on the campuses of the university. But amidst the suspension or the ban, and the SUP, that's the Student Unification Party, is still protesting. So that's why the paper says eminent clash today. SUP protests amid UL ban on student politics. Examining AMR imposed examination on arts and defendants. Examining AMR imposed examination on arts and defendants. You're talking about the Capitol Building arson trial. Yes, the Capitol Building arson trial, which has taken a dramatic turn as legal experts are raising concerns over Judge Elizabeth Willis' order mandating the defendants undergo medical examination at AMR. Oh yeah. Disabled women demand inclusion as KTK concludes women's consultative conference. Disabled women demand inclusion as KTK concludes women's consultative conference. So Jenna, is back to you.
Yeah, this is the Improper Daily newspaper that goes for 40 Liberian dollars. You can grab yourself a copy. The lead story on the front page says Bility Honor Attack. Bility Honor Attack is on the front page with his country cloth and his yelling white heart, looking so serious. Still on the front page of the Improper newspaper, it says new air pays arrears. We have beautiful new air president, Professor Dr. Laile Mapaya on the front page. Still on the front page of the Improper Daily, it says mental evaluation ordered for Johnson. Still on the front page, CDC SG, that's the Secretary General, accuses Barker. That's Jefferson Tamakoji on the front page. Quickly to the back page of the Improper Daily that cost 40 Liberian dollars. It says 32-year-old woman death condemned. 32 years old woman condemned. 32 years old woman condemned. Death condemned. TNIMA degree dropped bill booster. Still on the back page, it says MOH accuses of violating FOI law. Still on the back page, it says Senator Chia provides financial aid. On the back page of the Empire newspaper profile, it says MOH begins issuing adult birth death certificates. And that does it for the Improper Daily newspaper that goes for $40. Over to you, Newton.
Okay. So we're right here with the Liberian investigator. The Liberian investigator in pursuit of truth and integrity. Yes, in pursuit of truth and integrity. And on the front page, the lead story here says CDC wears incompetence. CDC wears incompetence. Zoka Wilson admits the Weir administration dropped the ball on sports and in tearing him down as unqualified. Empty score. The former president's allies may have exposed their own government's fatal flaw. Wow. That's why it says here. I see footage of one toe Tia one toe. And I see Zoga Wilson here. I see Basigiat. And I see the former president Josh. We have footage right here. So that's why it says. So what is happening, Zoga Wilson? Zoga Wilson, former minister of youth and sports. Baby, 1 month. 1 year, 9 months. I start to criticize the CDC government. Wow. This to in Liberia.
Just to us like
Yeah. So that's why it says, and we quickly cross over to the back page. Back page of the Liberian investigator. The back page it says, word girls, eyes breakout season with new signings, media push. Word girls FC eyes breakout season with new signings, media push. Yeah, I see the team. Yeah, I see players here. Footage of World FC. That's the football club players right here on the front page. And LFA wraps up transformative sports medicine workshop. LFA, that's the Liberian Football Association, wraps up transformative sports medicine workshop right here. And I see Sarah present here in this picture right before me, right here on the back page of the Liberian Investigator. So that's it for the Liberian Investigator. We go over to Janet.
That's the Oracle News Daily newspaper reporting the truth to you. It goes for $40 Liberian dollars. The lead story on the Oracle News Daily says market chaos. Did central bank manipulate the currency or economic fundamental driving gain? That's a big question mark. We have the central bank photographed on the front page of the Oracle News paper. Quickly to the back page of the Oracle News Daily paper, it says General K one gets 5-year prison term in the US. You are aware of General K, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you know
yeah.
him, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. It says the paper says he gets a 5-year prison term in the US.
I think 57.
Okay, yeah. Okay, still on the back page of the Oracle News Daily, it says Bear Mountains provides humanitarian support to flood victims. Still on the back page, it says roadmap for modern last education data system. That does it for the Oracle News Daily newspaper. Over to you, Nathan.
Okay. So right here with the newspaper. And let me quickly go to the editorial. The editorial addresses economic hardship now, not later. That's why the editorial of the newspaper says it's what addresses economic hardship now, not later. So it should be right now, not later. Yeah. So I see here it says CDC demands accountability in alleged rape of 14-year-old girl. CDC demands accountability in alleged rape of 14-year-old girl as police probe deputy minister. Oh yeah. So here I see looming health hazard. Business owners alarm dirty environment. Wow. So what's happening? The MPC, Monrovia City Corporation, business owners alarm dirty environment. Environment is dirty. That's why they say. I don't know what's happening to the Monrovia City Corporation.
I know. That's the thing.
Where's John Sheriff Shepard? So looming health hazard. So business owners alarm dirty environment. Oh yeah. So I'm quite sure that the MPC is taking caution.
Yes,
Yeah. So right here we see it's a Jasper Learning Center win Wiki Challenge competition. The Jasper Learning Center wins Wiki Challenge competition. And I see the footage right here. They're all posted here. MCC workers to protest against corruption, poor sanitation. MCC workers to protest against corruption and poor sanitation. And I see footage of the city mayor, John Kiruk. Shafa right here, footage of it right here. MCC workers to protest against corruption, poor sanitation. So corruption right here again the corruption at the MCC. Wow.
So pathetic.
Yeah, so So you're right. 720 metric tons of Chinese rice expected this week. We're already here. 720, that's what it said. It's going to be coming this week. Expected 720. That's 14,000. It's there, amounting to 14,400 bags of rice. 720 metric tons. That's the Chinese aid, food aid. Chief appeals for budget increment. Fire service chief appeals for budget increment to construct the director of the Liberia National Fire Service, Bank 4, senior. Yeah, right here. Now, I can see the footage right here. And I see it says, let the process begin. Center audit of the judiciary, center. And I see the footage right here. The executive director of center is right here. He's calling for audit of the judiciary. Yes. And finally, it says Liberia Civil War through a child. Echoes of War book launched by Joseph Salih's contributing writer. So, Janet, that's the final paper from my end. You can get a copy of this paper. It's sold for $40 Liberian.
The Verity newspaper, last but not the least, it goes for $40 Liberian. Grab yourself a copy. It says contaminated beverages. Abijaude sells dirty beer. On the front page of the Verity newspaper, it says selling grades, multiple leaked audio exposed UMU and UL professor. Wow, that's so bad. Still on the front page of the Verity newspaper, it says vulnerable border for drug trafficking. Quickly to the back page of the Verity newspaper that goes for $40 Liberian. Grab yourself a copy. It says leaked 20-year agreement exposed streamers. We have has the ability on the back page of the Verity newspaper. Quickly to the next one, SUP, that's soup, sorry, SUP soup to stage protest on Monday. Still on the back page of the Verity newspaper, it says US $10,000 kind of hits NBC as LACC cups. Still on the back page of the Verity paper, it says ruling party suspends 28 ranking EC members. That does it for the Verity newspaper.
Okay. I think that we've done with we have exhausted all the papers. I think you can wrap up.
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about the MCC, people complaining about the streets
Yes,
not
dirty
being clean
environment.
yet. So I want to say something small. Yeah, we depend on them to do it, but we should be able to clean because you will see the environment dirty. The MCC people are not the ones that go and drop those right there. They got places they go and put the waste, and they're supposed to go and get it. But then you will see the right all over. Outside, somebody will eat something and just drop it anyhow. So we should be able to help. And I'm happy for the rice company. I bought my rice the other day, 2,600. I was celebrating the price drop and everything, but prices are still high, aside from rice. So they should be able to work on that as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Who joined me this afternoon? That's the lady, Janet Festival. So until we can be here another wonderful time, hopefully tomorrow, God's willing. Thanks to all of you for being there. We have been here on this presentation of the paper, Newton Tuba and Janet Festival presentation. Thanks for being there. Bye-bye.